Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be giving you my Sagittarius June 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant anyway. Well, first thing up is, as far as June goes, the Sun will be in Gemini from the 1st until the 21st, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. There could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on open adversaries, partnerships, relationships, negotiations, compromise, a grandmother, even a significant other, others in general, legal issues, and even lawsuits in some cases. Now, given this is Gemini energy, this may be done a lot of spirited energy, a lot of vivaciousness, a lot of animated energy, but it could also shine the light, so to speak, on a Gemini open adversary, maybe a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or simply one that embodies Gemini characteristics. It could also, in some cases, the Sun, not some cases, the Sun does represent like a dominant male, so it could be, the way this may manifest in some cases, it could be that a dominant male or person in authority, that could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, one that embodies Gemini traits, may shine as an open enemy at this time as well. So it'll shine the light on that person possibly. So anyway, well, next thing up, well, as far as June goes, the Sun will be in Cancer from the 21st until the 30th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. There could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention. Some cases it could be death, transformation, regeneration, rebirth, taxes, insurance, moral, emotional, monetary support, crisis issues, perhaps astrology, psychology, inheritance, and even legacy in some cases now, and even surgery in some now. Well, given that this is Cancerian energy, this may be done with a lot of sympathetic energy, a lot of care, a lot of nurturing energy, and a lot of tenacity, with a lot of clinging energy, so to speak, a lot of protective energy. This could be something too, especially perhaps in matters with a shared resources situations, as far as the protective energy goes, and if you're in an intimate or sexual relationship with that person. Now, also, in some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Cancerian surgical matter. Could be something connected with the chest or the breast or the stomach in some cases. Could also, it could, in some cases, it could be eye surgery, and because the Sun rules the left or the right eye, depending on gender, and it could be one of those moody temperamental issues with an eye, perhaps, given that this is Cancerian energy. You understand what I'm saying. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a new moon in Gemini on June 3rd, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time. Well, in some cases, this could actually be the start of a new Gemini open adversary. It could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that simply embodies Gemini traits. It could be a Gemini partnership type situation, such as something Gemini related, such as something with data or satellite communications, something with dexterity, such as auto refrigeration, HVAC, mechanics, and also in some cases it could be maybe the start of a significant other situation, which could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Gemini traits, or somebody that might be younger than you. It could also be a time where you might begin a writing, doing something where you collaborate with someone else on a writing project, or rekindling communication with a grandmother in some cases. And also, in some cases, this may also manifest perhaps in starting something, perhaps partnership, or just doing something with others, just in general, with a lot of vivacious, animated, and spirited energy. It could even be going on a relationship hunt if you are unattached Sagittarius. and also maybe the beginning of using dexterity perhaps to help others, but at the same time guard against possible vicarious energy, because Gemini energy can be like that, and you don't want to be like living through somebody else's new moon in Gemini type beginning, so to speak. So anyway, it could also be the start of doing manifold things, a variety of things with others at this time in general. So it may be very beginning of very spirited, animated negotiations in some cases. So anyway, well, the next thing up, there will be a full moon in Sagittarius on June 17th. So the first house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, given this is the first house, this could be the perhaps the ending of something where it was connected with the physical body, the appearance. It could have been working out vigorously, doing something to be look more athletic. It could also be something where maybe you become tired or exasperated or full, so to speak, at your appearance. And Sagittarius sadly can often have a propensity to gain weight, so it could be something where one may simply be tired of their appearance and maybe being a little bit heavier, a little fleshier, so to speak, than average. It could be the ending or completion of a Sagittarius early childhood connection. It could be with a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant person, or one that embodies Gemini characteristics. And also, too, in some cases, this could be about perhaps becoming tired, full, exasperated, perhaps an overly self-righteous, over-exuberant, over-enthusiastic, reckless person, maybe foolhardy person from your early childhood, or it could be a grandmother. It could be somebody that played an integral role in new beginnings. And it might be where you might really using a lot of tactless energy and demoralizing them, or at this time, because we're talking about full moon and energy, and we are talking about Sagittarius energy as well. I mean, so anyway, now in some cases this could be about the revelation or unveiling of a Sagittarius type physical issue with the physical body. It could be something connected to the liver, the sciatic nerve. In some cases, something with the thighs. In some cases, this could simply be about finding out the veritable truth over something first house related. It could be something from someone from your early childhood, a grandmother, someone that was prominent in your in new beginnings for you, or a person that might have shaped your outlook. It might even be about yourself. It could be a self-revelation at this time as well. So anyway, well, next thing up, Mercury will be in Gemini as far as June goes, from the 1st until the 4th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, you might find yourself, in some cases, talking about perhaps manifold subjects with others in general, speaking with a lot of eloquence and diction with a significant other, even a grandmother in some cases. It could be about manifesting a lot of quick-wittedness, a lot of quick thinking in lawsuits, legal matters, dealing with open adversaries. It could also be about Gemini siblings at this time. It could be about Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Gemini traits that might figure prominently in legal matters, dealing with open adversaries, negotiations at this time, doing things with you in general, things where you're collaborating on collaborative efforts, so to speak. And also really could be a lot of loquacious energy with 7th house people as well, and a lot of writing, perhaps legal maybe dealing with a lot of legal documents at this time, a variety of them in some cases, and maybe dealing with very mercurial, perhaps open enemies or even siblings at this time, and even inquisitive neighbors might be a little bit nosy at this time regarding your relationships, or if you're in some business partnership, anything regarding 7th house matters that you may be involved in. So anyway, Well, next thing up, Mercury will be in Cancer as far as June goes, from the 4th until the 26th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Well, at this time, you might, in some isolated cases, this could be about communication regarding a Cancerian surgery, such as something with the chest or the breast, or even talking or thinking about leaving a Cancerian type legacy, such as being sympathetic, nurturing, tenacious, protective, caring, family oriented. And you might be doing a lot of contemplating and reminiscing with a sexual partner, someone you're in an intimate relationship with. And also too, another way this may manifest as well, this could be about Cancerian siblings. It could be Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or simply ones that embody Cancerian traits that might figure prominently, perhaps in a major change or transformation you want to make. It could be in a shared resources situation. It could be anything that could be 8th house related, dealing with crisis situations in some cases. So anyway, and also too, it might be maybe conversations regarding a family inheritance in some cases, and also about giving perhaps or maybe even receiving sympathetic, moral, and emotional support. Hold on a moment, people. Sorry about that, I'm back, but anyway. Well, the next thing up, Mercury will be in Leo as far as June goes, from the 26th until the 30th. So the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, you might find yourself boasting and bragging regarding 9th house matters, such as publishing or higher education. Maybe things you do for in-laws or grandchildren. It might be thinking about being rather extravagant in 9th house matters. It could be about creative writing that you're going to have published at this time, but also guard against being very arrogant in terms of your global communications at this time and having a know-it-all type outlook, and even maybe dominating conversations with 9th house people at this time. Could also be talking about Leo subjects with 9th house people. It could be matters perhaps cardiology or entertainment, acting, theater, things connected with movies, things of a creative nature, children. So anyway, those are some ways that, that this may manifest at this time.